Bark! Bark! Yes, good boy! Yes. Okay, so to teach your dog to speak or to bark, there is no real step-by-step tutorial. Every dog will learn it differently. So we had two methods how we taught Rio to bark. First method was every time he barked on the balcony at other dogs, or sometimes in the evenings when he's in a playful mood, he will come to us and we sit on the couch and he will bark into our face, encouraging us to play with him. So in the moment when he was barking, we would say bark, and he would slowly start to associate the barking with the command bark, and somehow with time he started barking on command. But we also trained it, and if your dog usually is a barker when they play, you could consider getting them into this excited state, playing with them using different toys, and then get them frustrated. When they are frustrated, they will start barking, and then in that moment you'll start saying bark, and that's how they start to learn to associate the command bark with barking. But we also trained it in a more progressive way with Rio. He is very food driven, so when I would hold a treat in front of him and I would tell him a command that he doesn't really know yet, he will get frustrated. He will try to give me paws, he will try to lay down, he'll try to stand up, he'll try to turn, and like none of this would get him the treat that I'm holding in front of his nose. At some point, from the frustration, obviously he will start to bark, and in that moment I will treat him a lot, because like if he does bark, like this is exactly what I want. The Rio actually started not directly with barking, but with making these like funny little sounds like and and I rewarded that as well, because that was the first step towards barking. And then he got more brave, knowing that okay, well, it's okay to make some noises, so he got louder. And then in the end, he started actually barking on command. And now he can easily bark on command. It might take him, the first is a warm-up round that will be also a bit like but then he actually will bark. So you can use one of these methods to teach your dog to bark.